I have been at this church going on 6 years. I started coming here after my husband and I settled in Eugene for our retirement. Other places I had lived, I had attended UCC churches, and I knew that the message of seeking kindness, loving mercy, and walking humbly with God is the right kind of path for me. And I knew that I wanted to come where this would be where I would be challenged and loved. And importantly, there was a choir. I really don't think choir is my gateway to church. I really wouldn't otherwise. I don't know if I'd be here. It is also my small group. When I first came here, this is a big church for a congregational church. And I came in and I thought, whoa, this is pretty big. But and also, they may not really know this, I am actually privately a very shy person. No, really. And and it's the small group. And so I recommend to you, if you're feeling like you'd like to know more people or if you'd like it to be easier, seek out a small group that is doing something you would really enjoy doing, something you would show up for, even if it weren't church. So this is, it's wonderful to have the place for this joy and this learning. But we have to make it happen. This is a real world that we live in also. So this is the stewardship part here, right? So every year I set up a pledge, and I hand in my pledge, and I set up an automatic deduction so that it always gets done. And I find that giving really regularly like this gives me a stake in this place. This place is part of my life partly because I, as they say, give of my treasure also. But also, I also like to feel the sense of putting something in the plate. And so I do. It's fun. What I have finally worked out is $5. $5 is what I really like to do because I am old enough for it to be a significant amount of money to me. I mean, now really, I know, what can you get besides a cup of coffee with it these days? But it's big enough for me to feel putting in the plate. And this is something I worked out for myself. It also makes me go to the credit union every so often, get a whole bunch of 5s, so I won't run out for a while. But I hope that you will find something that gives you the symbolic feeling of joy when putting it in, when I do that. So that for me is the transformational part, to have that joy in giving. And because this place changes me. And so, yeah, it's still really about the choir for me, largely. Although I am in other small groups, I would not give up my disciplines group. The landscape parties, by the way, next Saturday, please come. We're going to plant daffodils. It made me also find my way into serving at the dining room. There's wonderful things to do from this church. But for me, my belonging here really started the night I crossed the threshold, in spite of my shyness, to go to my first choir practice on a Wednesday night here at the Wheeler Room. And it's so fun, and it gives me so much joy. And not only singing with them, but singing for you and with you. So thank you for letting me sing here. Yeah. Singing with them and for you. Singing to the glory of God. Right. Thank you for being my church.